with the release of Season 9 comes a newfound value for doubloons. So this video is going to be all about doubloons and how you can make them in the easiest ways possible. As it currently stands, doubloons are the hardest thing to obtain in Sea of Thieves, as there is currently very limited amounts of ways you can farm to get these doubloons, but hopefully this video makes it just a bit easier. So if this video helps you in any way, show your support by subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, and commenting down below. Let's get into it. So the first method is nothing spectacular. This is a method that everyone knows and I feel like has been used quite frequently amongst the Sea of Thieves community, but it really is simply server jumping for Reaper's chests. The method is real simple here. All you need to do is jump into a server, have a look on your map for a Reaper's mark chest. If you can't find one, jump to a new server. If you can, simply grab it, sell it, and repeat the process. The important thing to note is you're looking for a red skull, not a yellow one. That yellow one will yield you gold and not doubloons. On average, it takes about 20 minutes to do this method. That's 20 minutes per server and sell. So it isn't really effective, but it is quick, simple, and efficient. With that one out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about some real effective methods. So, spoiler, unfortunately, you're gonna need a grind, but it's knowing what you need to grind that's gonna get you the doubloons. So, to start off, you need to know you earn doubloons unlocking certain Bilgerat commendations. You also earn doubloons through completing the plunder pass. Now you don't need a premium pass, you will earn doubloons through the stock standard pass that everybody gets. So knowing that you earn doubloons through the plunder pass and through commendations, now's the time to work out what you need to grind to maximize your doubloon output, or I guess input. So because this is going to be very individually based depending on where you are commendation wise and what you have and haven't unlocked, I'm going to explain this as a general net and you guys can take the advice I give you and apply it to your specific situation. But further on, I'll also explain the method I use, which is for someone who's completed majority of the commendations that they can already unlock. So step 1, take a look at your plunder pass, see what level you are. If you're level 0, great, you've got a lot of doubloons to earn. If you're not, that's fine too. So from Season 8's Plunder Pass, you earn 120 doubloons stock just by completing it. Following that, take a look at your Bilgerat commendations and see what you've got left to unlock. So you'll be partnering events that give you doubloons, such as Forts or Ashen Winds, as well as commendations that you unlock, which also gives you doubloons, and last, the Plunder Pass, which again, you guessed it, gives you doubloons. You can do things like Sea Forts, Ashen Winds, Forts, or just any old voyage, really. Bilgerat's commendations give you doubloons. That's what's important to note. The method I use is possibly the most effective, and I'm going to explain it now. First of all, what you're going to want to do is locate a server with a fort. Complete that fort 100% and you will get some confirmed items that you can sell for doubloons. They will include the Reaper's chest, an Ashen chest, an Ashen key, and a gift, totaling to between 50 to 100 doubloons per fort completed, heavily depending on what you get inside of the Ashen chests. If by chance the same server you're on then rolls over to an Ashen Winds, go over to that, complete the process, and you will find yet again more items that you can sell for doubloons. One of the main things that sets aside these two world events as opposed to the other ones is they do have a large amount of Bilgerat commendations that do have doubloons tied to them upon unlocking. So let's assume that it takes 30 minutes to complete a fort and the base amount you'll get is 75 doubloons, which is about on average towards the middle of what you can unlock. That would make in a perfect world 150 doubloons per hour, which absolutely topples over how many doubloons you earn in a season pass, making it really effective. You can also tack on top of that things like the doubloons you earn in the season pass, and of course the commendations you unlock through the Bilgerats. Now you may be thinking, hey, that's not a whole lot, but do keep in mind doubloons are purposely one of the hardest things to unlock in Sea of Thieves. So all in all, that is the second method, which I'm titling the grind method. The third and final method is rather subjective, requires a little bit of setup, but it is also really useful. Before we get into that, just to recap the two methods so far are server jumping for Reaper's chests, and of course the grind method. Finally, last but not least, the third method, which I'm going to go ahead and title the stash method. So this method will require 4 or more players if you want it to truly be effective and not just a straight burner of doubloons. Ideally, you'll want to only use this method if you do have a few boats in your server that you're allianced with, or you have someone on your crew that doesn't mind wasting doubloons and has a ton of them, like myself. So this method is great for simplicity. You don't even need to leave the outpost. Ideally, you're going to want to find an outpost that's easy to navigate for you. For the sake of this video, I've chosen Golden Sands due to the very small amount of sand that is currently on the island. So once you've made it to your island, locate Lorena. She is out the front of every single tavern on every single outpost. Then purchase an Ashen Key Stash Voyage, which will cost 99 doubloons, and then purchase an Ashen Chest Stash Voyage, which will cost 50. So already the person who's purchased them is 149 doubloons down. That's why you're going to need 4 or more players or someone who has a lot of doubloons to burn. Once you've done that, place down the voyages and complete them. You'll notice that these voyages will not take you away from the outpost, and you'll find items inside of those chests that do sell for doubloons, and a lot more. So for the sake of this example, let's go ahead and use 2 voyages. Let's say you've completed 2 voyages. Your average return of these 2 voyages will be around 50 doubloons. That's 25 doubloons per voyage you do. Timesing 25 by 8 yields you 200 doubloons, making a 50 doubloon profit overall per person. Again, it's not the most effective, but it's simple, quick, easy, and efficient. Now, that's only assuming you sell them back to Lorena. Another thing you can do is stack up everything you get, throw up a Reaper, and then gain a passive Reaper's 5 through doing this method, or of course, something else. Not only will you get the base doubloon return rate, you'll also get the emissary bonus that you do find from Reapers. So you can see how this would be profitable. It is again worth mentioning though that it is only effective if you do have a large group of players or someone willing to burn through their doubloons to help the group out as a collective. So completely disregarding the cost that's going to be needed for this method, you'll do these voyages in about 3 minutes. They're not hard, they're real simple. So let's go ahead and do the math here. So assuming they take 3 minutes, you'll be able to do about 20 of these per hour, which again is 25 doubloons per voyage, which will total a whopping 500 doubloons per hour. Again, that is fully disregarding the profit that is lost, because in this example, you have someone like me that is willing to burn through a bunch of doubloons to help the group collective. The final pro about this method is you do unlock Ashen Treasure build rat commendations by doing this, as you do get rewards for selling Ashen items. With that being said though, these are the 3 methods, and they are the best ways to make doubloons in Sea of Thieves. However, if you do believe you have a better method, let me know down in the comments below. If this has helped you in any way, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment for more videos like this in the future. Have a good day. I'll catch you on Twitch or in the next video, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.